the WBC #1 ranked super middleweight contender, introducing Tulani Sugarboy Malinga. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, ready to fight out of the blue corner on my right. He is wearing black and white trunks, fighting out of Ilford, East London. He weighed in at 11 stone, 12 pounds and 10 ounces for 166½ U.S. pounds. His outstanding record includes 42 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, with 35 big wins coming by way of knockout. As one of boxing's greats, here is the former WBO middleweight world champion, and tonight, making the 10th defense of his current title, please welcome the hard-hitting WBC super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dart Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
Fantastic reception
Once again,
for
our
Benn.
referee in charge now to give instructions, Richard Stevens.
Okay, I gave no final instruction on vegetables. I'm cautioning you again. Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands and good luck.
Ready to go, Richard Steele, very experienced referee, and he was the referee the last time Benn lost in that epic fight with Chris Eubank in Birmingham in 1990. 16 fights unbeaten since Benn, and only 8 of his 45 contests have gone the distance. Benn in the black and white stripes, a la Newcastle United. Sugarboy Malinga, who didn't look good the last time we saw him here against Trevor Ambrose. He seemed to have lost some of his speed and elusiveness. Will he be better than that tonight? If he isn't better than that, he's in trouble.
Yes, you've got to expect Malinga to be very defensive early on. You want to keep nice and compact, use the jab.
That's what Malinga will be aiming to do. Keep Benn on the end of that jab, use lateral movement. Look for counter punches as Benn comes in. That's how he dominated the second phase of the first fight they had in Birmingham, and many people agreed with Malinga when he said he was wrong that night. So there are technical problems for Benn to solve. He'll no doubt be looking to get inside and work the body.
Yes, he's got to find a way past that long jab, get in close and use his powerful punches.
Good right hand there from Malinga. Of course, there have been 1 or 2 instances, even against comparatively light hitters, where Benn has been shaken up a bit himself and given us all scares. There was a low blow in there from Benn. Malinga just made the referee aware of that. Reach advantage for the South African.
Malinga keeping very compact, using the jab while occasionally looking for that left hook.
The other thing with Malinga is he is normally a very durable fighter. The only man to have stopped him in his previous 49 was Roy Jones, a brilliant American who many people believe, in fact nearly all of us believe, is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world at the moment. And Malinga went 6 rounds with him. Jab, fairly insistent in this opening round.
Yes, he's using the jab very well, and he's keeping himself very tight.
Also following up with some right hands as well. Malinga. That's where Benn would like to get inside.
Don't hold him. Don't hold him. Great.
But he's just not quite on target in close there.
again from Malinga, who looks buoyant and confident and already a lot better than he did that night against Ambrose. To a sold-out Newcastle Arena. Nigel Benn, I would think, lost that first round.
Yes, he just didn't do enough. He was finding it difficult. Malinga was using the jab very well, and I think he'd have done enough to win their first round.
Trainer Kevin Sanders, Peter De Freitas and Denny Mancini working the corner. A team that came together with that tragic but memorable fight against Gerald McClellan, which was a year and a week ago now. Voted this week, by the way, by the American boxing writers as fight of last year, which it certainly was. Good start, wasn't it, by Malinga?
It was a good start. Benn's just not busy enough. He's got to obviously try and get past that jab, and Malinga's sticking it out often enough.
He's not quite settled into his rhythm, or hasn't been allowed to yet, Benn.
Getting through with that long right hand occasionally.
The general consensus is that since that last fight, Benn has improved quite a lot. He's a more rounded fighter. There's more lateral movement. He thinks a wee bit more. He was going through a dodgy spell, I think, the first time he fought Malinga. Now full-blown super middle. Fought with the right hand again. Will want to get closer to this South African to start these heavy hooks of his go.
Yes, I think Benn maybe has to try and use his own jab. Just jab his way in and then let his hooks go. Just loading up a little bit too much early on.
All the time, Malinga is getting that jab home and piling up the points. That was better for Benn. Finding it hard to get in range, though. Malinga is working his strategy well, which is just to keep Benn off balance with the jab, keep him away. Benn has to find an answer to that.
That's good work, Malinga. Just still doing enough just to keep Benn off balance.
Good right to the body from Nigel Benn. Malinga comes back with one of his own. Benn getting closer.
If he's trying to work the body there, just to try and bring the hands down. He's got a very tight guard, Malinga.
Both of these men have had high altitude training in the build-up. That was a good right, chopping right from Benn. It seemed to hurt Malinga momentarily. But at the moment, the South African is dominating behind his jab in the main. Oh, and a good right hand as well.
Very well timed, that punch. He just measured it perfectly with the jab and then came with that choppy right hand.
Benn not slipping many of these punches, does he? Not yet.
No, he's standing right in front of Malinga.
Tyson is back. Tyson Uncaged is the explosive new video featuring every big fight, every bone-crushing knockout. He's mad, he's bad, he's back. Available from...
Welcome back, this fellow, Sugarboy Malinga. He might be 36, but he's made a very impressive start here in this challenge to Benn's title.
Yes, 2 rounds gone and 2 rounds up, I would say, for Malinga. And there was that good straight right hand, just measured it beautifully. Long jab, got the distance, and then a quick right hand. The reports were he was sharp, and he's certainly shown that at this moment.
Denny Mancini with a final word to Benn. Let's see if he has got anything different in this third round. Has to be the question of whether Malinga stays the pace at the age of 36, no matter how much hard training he's done, and he really has done some, I can tell you. He's nearly 3 pounds inside the limit here. And this is a fellow who's once fought at light heavyweight.
I think it's noticeable in the corner. They told Benn now to go out and use his own jab. Don't try and rely on just trying to walk in and hit him. box your way in behind the jab. But that's what he's doing.
It's better from Benn.
Punch to get out. No holding, no holding. Great.
Benn clubbing away in close. Needs a good round here, though, you feel, Benn. A lot of people poo-pooed Malinga's challenge, but he always had skills. Benn, with the bookmakers, 8-1 on to defend his title successfully up here. Better so far in this round.
Yes, he's managing to get closer, and he's also managing to do the opposite to Malinga. He's managing to put Malinga off balance now because he's using his own jab.
Trying to hunt Malinga down. Maybe a little bit less coming from the South African in this round. Again, the referee warning them to keep the punches up.
Yes, Malinga's jab definitely just eased off a little bit now. Now Benn just starting to get closer and closer.
Very, very experienced as well. Now Benn, of course, he's faced most of the problems that a pro fighter can face in a boxing ring. He's not just the raw, wild slugger of his youthful days. Again, though, a good right hand from Malinga. It's a good shot from Benn. And again.
Great.
And that was Benn's best round so far. He might be just to nick that.
Using his jab first, he's a lot sharper than his jab.
Kevin Sanders from Peterborough doing the talking to Nigel Benn.
I think that's the reason he got a little bit more success in that round, Benn, using the jab.
Well, Benn had a very tough fight with this fellow before, and he may well be getting another one here. Good right uppercut from Benn. He did improve in that third round. It was a closest round, that last one, the hardest one to score so far. One or two people around us still thought Malinga won it. Maybe Benn just nicked it. You could argue that one. I think Malinga definitely won the first two. And he really does look up for the job. He's waited 4 years to get back to Nigel Benn, and he means to take advantage. And this is really good work from him again here at the start of this round.
Yes, he's very sharp. He talks a good fight, but he's proven that now because he's fighting very well. He's sharp, he's got his hands are good, the defense is quite good.
Jab and move tactics. This is the style that Benn has often had problems with.
Well, it's a good right hand in there, nice and fast from Malinga. Just seemed to steady Benn there.
Just for the moment, Benn looking a wee bit bemused. Oh, a good right hand again. Shaken up, Benn. Bad moments, these. Seems to have lost the plot in the first half of this round, Benn, doesn't he?
Yes, he's just a bit puzzled. The jabs are coming so often from Malinga. He just can't get past him. Then there's that choppy right hand that Malinga has. And Benn just can't find any sort of defense from it.
Benn looking to let go with that right hand.
Then Benn has to take another right from Malinga. changing tactics there. He's trying to draw Malinga in a little bit. He often does that when he's getting tired of chasing someone. He just goes back onto the ropes.
Well, there's a really confident air about Tulaney, Sugarboy, and Malinga at the moment. Benn trying to brawl him, bustle him up close, work him over a bit. Just break that confident air. Good right hand, that's a good shot. That did rock Malinga a wee bit. His legs just stiffened when that one landed. That was the best thing that's happened so far tonight for Benn. Can he follow up? There's another clubbing right. And now he's drawing Malinga into more of his kind of fight. This is what Benn wants all the time, really, with you, this close quarter tear-up. Just a little bit of swelling by underneath the right eye of Benn. Swollen by the eyes, Benn. Swelling underneath the right eye of Nigel Benn. That eye looks as if it's closing up.
There was a good right hand. The eye went up very badly there. You can see just there on the eye, there's the start of the swelling, but it's come up very quick indeed.
Let's make no mistake about this. Nigel Benn has some big problems here. This is the 5th round. Now, this is the round that Malinga predicted he would win the fight. The 100-to-1 chance with the bookmakers.
In that round, Malinga's corner said, just keep using the jab. That's what we practiced at home. Just keep using the jab.
Malinga continuing to dominate, uses reach advantage and his jab. But you're talking about a man in Nigel Benn who's come through any number of trench warfare type of battles before and prevailed.
Malinga's timing is looking so good. He's looking very, very sharp.
Malinga in his 4th world title attempt. He knows it's probably his last chance. He's determined to take it. And he's putting up a sensational performance so far. And that amounts to big problems for Nigel Benn, the man who's been around at the top for so long.
Certainly
from Malinga.
Certainly a very different Sugarboy Malinga than we saw against Trevor Ambrose. A much more focused fighter.
Completely different atmosphere, of course. That was just an undercard bout. Hardly anybody watching. If ever Benn needed one of his big punches to turn things around, it's now.
But he just doesn't seem to be able to get his rhythm and his timing right. He's being picked up by that jab and just can't get any sort of flow in his work.
And the right eye is closing. He can still see out of it, but for how much longer, you wonder? Eating up that jab of Malinga, which has been the key weapon in this fight, along with a hurtful-looking right hand. Malinga, who took Chris Eubank to a split decision, though many people feel Eubank won that handily enough. Benn just can't find a way inside, can he?
He can't get past the jab. Also, he's neglecting his own jab now, Benn.
Right hand! There, he found it! And Malinga's down in round 5. This is why this man, Nigel Benn, gives you excitement and raw adrenaline every time. Just when he looked in terrible trouble, he found that punch. What a fighter this is. That was Benn's answer. But Malinga is normally the durable sort. The bell comes at the right time for the South African. Benn has no opportunity to build on that initiative. Well, that was some round.
Unbelievable round. Going so much Malinga's way. And a very good round, just dominating with the jab. And then all of a sudden he found the punch. Good right hand over the top. And Malinga went down. That's always the thing that Benn has. He's got the power, and he can unleash a punch like that. Right on the side of the jaw. That was a good punch, and Malinga did well to get up from there. He took the full force of it.
How much is that taken out of his legs, I wonder, though. There it is. Right hand chopping right hand. And down went Malinga. He did do well to get up, and he was lucky that the bell wasn't too far away in the round, perhaps.
That certainly leveled things up a bit. Benn, who was looking very bad for Benn up till that point.
It's a very, very dramatic fight already. And here comes the 6th round of it. Benn in his Newcastle United style shorts. Was that the breakthrough from it? Malinga's had a minute to let his head clear and his legs freshen up again. Benn with that right eye closing all the time. Good right to the body from Benn.
He really has to seize his opportunity here, keep the pressure on. The eye's looking bad.
It was handy for him too on the points business as well, Benn, that he was falling quite significantly behind, and the WBC rules say that if there's a knockdown, the round has to be scored 10-8 to the boxer who puts his man down. So Benn will have pulled back a bit. Needed to. Getting closer now, Benn.
Good jabs again from Malinga. It's been a good weapon for him.
Decent right to the body from Benn. Malinga, by the way, was down in the 5th round when he fought Chris Eubank. I'm just being reminded, and got up to go the full 12 rounds. Right hand again from Benn. Good shot. Malinga's legs just stiffened momentarily when that one went in too. Malinga not dominating behind the jab so much in this round. Benn, for the umpteenth time in his career, dredging down to the depths of his soul. This man is a throwback, though, isn't he? A fighter through and through, Benn. They'll have to nail him down for him to take the title away, you feel, sometimes.
Yes, when things aren't going well for Benn, that's always when he's at his most dangerous. And he proved it with that right hand.
Can he do it again? Uppercut was a good shot from Benn. Oh, right hand from Malinga. And the uppercut too. The South African is still plenty dangerous enough. And Benn still has a lot of problems, you feel.
Punching it out! Right, step back, step back.
Right hand again. Finds the target from Malinga, and that eye, the right eye, is worse of Benn's, I would say. It's nearly just a slit he's looking out of now. As if he didn't have enough problems with the jab. Halfway point in a very eventful fight indeed for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship. Nigel Benn with real problems early on in the fight, his eyes closing. But you feel having more success now.
Yes, he's just starting to get closer. He's just starting to get to Malinga a little bit inside. Starting to powerful shots over the top, powerful good uppercuts.
7th round. Benn, who has this proud boast that he's never lost to an American. He won't be wanting to lose to a South African here.
He's just caught by a powerful jab, rammed right into the eye again.
Many people saw this as just a routine defense for Benn on the way to a big fight, maybe with Steve Collins. He's proved anything but that.
Don't hold him! Don't hold him!
We are moving into the second half of the fight. Do Malinga's legs hold out?
And the left eye of Benn looks to be swelling a bit as well. This is his problems.
Real leverage into that shot by the look of it, Benn. Dreadlock hair now bathed in sweat all around the head. Geordie fans in the this Newcastle arena, absolutely absorbed by this, on the edge of their seats, as we all are here, wondering what happens next. Left only hit the gloves that time of Benn.
There's Malinga back using his jab well. So he's got to try and stop that punch. He's got to try and roll and come underneath, come back with his right hand.
Watch your head.
And the two body shots as they work close in from Benn. This is where all those runs on Europe's second highest mountain, Mount Heidi, at high altitude, will come in handy. This is where he gets the payback for all those miles in the bank. Doesn't do much sparring. He only did 9 rounds, he told me, for the Gerald McClellan fight. Doesn't believe in aging himself with rounds in the gym. Benn looking for that right hand again, the one that worked so well for him in the 5th round.
Again, the jab working well for Malinga. He's just picked his boxing up again in this round.
But Benn is getting closer to him and managing to work inside more often, significantly, than he was in the first 4 rounds. Although that's an impressive burst from Malinga as he steps off there, isn't it? We are live at the Newcastle Arena, and just look at that, not a seat to be had, just as it will be at St James's Park on Monday night for Newcastle against Manchester United.
An intriguing fight, but the jab has worked very well again in this round, enough to win the round, I feel.
8th round. Getting on towards the closing stages. Benn, who's been fighting with that bad swelling by the right eye since the closing stages of round 4. Malinga, who doesn't seem to mark up at all. He's 36, but he's got the face really of a 20-year-old in boxing terms.
He's a crafty fight, very experienced, good defense, Malinga.
Glenn's got it level. Remember, a 10-8 round for Benn in the 5th with the knockdown, helping him in that respect. Again, a good right hand from Malinga. Certainly outboxed Benn quite a lot of the way here.
Good jab from Benn, but Malinga's come back with a good right hand.
Again, clubbing right from Malinga. This has all the makings of a pretty tight squeeze for Nigel Benn, to put it mildly.
Benn's legs looking a bit heavy. It just looks like it's all very hard for him out there. Nothing is flowing. None of his rhythm's there.
But he does have that capacity to just switch on the electricity and move into a higher gear. Benn, there's that right hand again. That was a good shot. He needs a few more of those. Malinga looks strong, doesn't he?
Yes, he still looks good. The leg still looks good. Good movement. He's popping that long jab out.
Oh, good right hand, that from Malinga. I think that just wobbled Benn a bit. He was a bit disorientated and disorganized for a moment. His head's cleared now. teeing off a bit with that right hand. Short little left inside from Malinga, who's winning this round as well.
And it's a good crossing work. Benn really, he's got to try and find a big punch here. He just isn't getting his boxing together.
Is the title slipping away from Nigel Benn? Malinga's round. Now then, we've heard what Glenn McCrory is making of developments here. Nicky Piper, this is, well, it's got signs of being quite alarming for Benn, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's being outboxed. I've got him a couple of rounds behind and swollen on both eyes and being shaken quite badly throughout the last couple of rounds, really, especially that last round. We may see, here we see it, a great Malinga right hand, and he's boxing quite beautifully. I think we're going to have something special from Benn to turn this around. As Malinga tires towards the end of this fight, that's when he's going to get his chance. And that right hand has Benn caught him with a couple of rounds ago. Then I think that's his only chance, really, because he's not working, he's not boxing the right tactics. He should be coming in behind the jab, opening Malinga up, and then getting through with his heavy hooks. But at the moment, he's just not thinking.
Thanks very much indeed. Yes, there was a little spell, wasn't there, around the third, fourth round, where Benn started to use the jab, but then he seemed to abandon it again. Ninth round, Malinga, I don't know by what margin, but I would think must be ahead on the scorecards at this point.
Yes, I've got Malinga 1 round ahead. But Benn just can't up his work rate. He's just got to pick the pace up. He's just got to try and think, do something different. That's how I have it. So it's looking good for Malinga at this point. It's a good boxing display.
Without the knockdown in his favour in round 5, Benn would be in even deeper trouble. Can he find some inspiration here? Ninth round, Malinga must be beginning to feel that the winning post is starting to come into view for him. Remember, he was a 9-2 outsider with the bookmakers to win this fight.
Same work again for Malinga, the long jab, just popping it away, keeping Benn busy, and then that fast right hand.
Left hand from Benn, all snarling aggression, but finding it hard to really catch this man cleanly. Malinga continuing to catch him with sharper looking shots, really. There's more accuracy about Malinga's work, isn't there?
Yes, they've really thought about this fight. And they've decided the way to win is to use the jab, good movement, and he's just turned our plans perfectly.
He's trying to pressure Malinga and nail him there, but he's finding it difficult to work even when he gets in close. Malinga knows enough by this stage of his career, in his 50th professional fight, to get through. The crowd are trying to lift Nigel Benn in the same way that they lift their heroes from the Gallowgate end. Benn needs all the noise that the Toon Army can raise.
Yes, physically, at this stage, Malinga certainly looks the fresher of the two. Looks pretty tired, Benn.
Tired and battle-scarred. Gets in with a right over the top. Will Malinga's 36-year-old legs just start to feel as if they're treading through treacle late on? Benn's now got a cut by the mouth, I think, as well. Performance list from Sugarboy Malinga, given the name by his grandfather when he was a youngster, for the sweet boxing skills. And at the moment, he's pulling away a bit.
Yes, another good round. Sticking to the plan perfectly. Just use the jab, plenty of movement. Benn just can't lift the pace, can't get past that jab. That's causing a lot of damage to Benn around the face.
The blonde-haired fellow on the far side there, that is Nick Durant, who handles Sugarboy Malinga. Now, his dad is Cliff Durant. Now, people of a certain age will remember he used to play for Wolves and Charlton.
Good left tooth just seen there from Malinga, and then the jab. You see, Benn just can't get himself in close, can't get himself set, can't get his work going. And the right hand again. He's used the jab very well, just measured Benn and then popped him with that right hand.
Well, Nigel Benn has 9 minutes here to save his world title. And this is 10th defense of the WBC's super middleweight crown. The crown he took from Mauro Galvano. Benn's been flirting with retirement, talking of retirement at the end of the year. Is Malinga going to send him into retirement a little ahead of schedule?
Now he's just looking to try and use the jab a little more, Benn. We've obviously told him just to think, come on, you've got to do something different in there.
Benn's father is over there on the far side shouting at him. I think everybody in this arena now realizes that these are crisis times for Benn. Left hook, good shot, Benn. Needs more of those, though. Now they're successing, Benn, but they've been sporadic. And Malinga's been working away all the time with that rapier-like jab, thudding into Benn's face and following it in with good-looking right hands as well. This is a man who's been focused on this fight and this task now for several months.
Malinga just keeps beating Benn to the punch time and time again. And that's just keeping Benn off balance. He just can't get any momentum into his work.
Even the minor successes that Benn are having are being cheered by these fans. The night when all those hard fights has finally caught up with Nigel Benn. The epic battles with Chris Eubank and with Gerald McClellan and one or two others as well. Malinga's corner are shouting to him, be first, because Benn is going.
Yes, he's winning this fight with the one hand, the left hand, just keeps popping it out.
Punching it out!
Been a great punch from Malinga. He said earlier on the fight, just keep doing that. We've practiced it for so long. Obviously been their plan right from the start.
And he's worked a treat so far. Can Benn somehow, some way, against rising odds, turn this around? He gives Malinga a little pat on the backside as he goes past, by way of an appreciation between fellow pros.
Yes, you can tell this is getting very hard for Benn. He's really got to find some fire, some determination from somewhere. He wants this very hard. He's trained for so long, but he's just a big problem. He's just trying to get past that jab.
There is Nigel Benn's father. Brent Warren looks worried. Caroline is there. She doesn't like Nigel boxing, though she's always appreciated. It's what's made his money, what he relishes.
Okay, Nigel, come on.
Trying to lift him there. Peter DeFreitas, Kevin Sanders, Denny Mancini, desperately trying to lift him. But is there anything left? Are we watching the final moments here, really, of what's been a great career? That question has to be put at the moment. But Benn is the kind of fight that really you can never, ever write out of your script.
No, if there's any man, any fighter that can really pick something up and pull it out of the bag, it's Nigel Benn. And that's how he's got it 3 rounds ahead now for Malinga.
little bit of swelling maybe around Malinga's left eye as well, Ben. Getting the work behind the jab. He's needed to do that a lot more in this fight, you feel. Right hand, an uppercut from Malinga. Every time Ben has, or while he's been thinking and trying to set himself for those big punches, Malinga's just been picking him off with the jab, keeping him off balance.
Yes, he just kept nice and relaxed, hands up well, Malinga, just keep popping out that left hand.
Good right hand from Ben. Judges, by the way, from Las Vegas, Mexico and Hawaii. Never any telling, of course, how they may be seeing things. Always worth remembering, this is simply our interpretation of it.
Pushing forward in this round, Ben, trying to corner, cut Malinga off. But Malinga just keeps using the jab, just keeping Ben off balance. But Ben is missing.
Time is getting very short for Ben now. That's a good left hook, though. Can he get Malinga going late on?
Just like I said, that Ben comes out with a good left hook.
But his need now is pretty desperate, isn't it?
Yes, there were better punches inside from Malinga. He's still strong. He's still sharp, Malinga.
The man who's done 600 rounds of sparring to prepare. Good shots again from him. Picking Ben off. Ben looks disorganized in comparison. Malinga's come here with a game plan and he's made it work handsomely so far.
Yes, things are looking hard for Ben here. He's just losing his way a little bit. He just can't get anything going. Looking a little bit distressed. Blood coming from his mouth.
Well, Nigel, Ben is staring defeat squarely in the face here.
Okay? Now just don't be going into fighting. Keep on that jab sharp, mate. Okay? That way. This way. You can win this now. All right. Just go left and right round. Thank you, Red. Sharp with that jab. Keep it the same for the 3 minutes, okay? Left and final round. You hear me? Big, big round. Don't be fighting.
Well, they're saying don't fight him, jab him. I don't know how they think this is being scored in that corner.
But I think at this stage he's really got to throw everything. I think he needs to knock out the win, Ben.
Okay? All right.
The home advantage here in Newcastle. Just about everyone in the arena wants him to win. Last round coming up. Can Ben, with his right eye just about shut, conjure up 3 minutes of his characteristic mayhem to somehow retrieve what looks a lost cause? Well, can he? A crescendo of excitement. Malinga must know he's very, very close, but Ben now is just letting the level fly. Malinga's corner are screaming at him to move, move. They think they've got this in the bag if their man can stay upright.
Yes, it's certainly been a very good performance from Malinga. He's done everything right.
They may well be conscious in that corner that they were on the wrong end of a dodgy decision, or what they thought was a dodgy decision before. They must fear that that could happen to them again. Oh, good right hand. First from Ben, an even better one by the look of it from Malinga. And the right hand seemed to be a slip. Just a slip, it looks like to me. Well, he's counting that as a knockdown. Ben is complaining that it was a slip. The corner are in absolute uproar about that. That could be absolutely crucial. He certainly landed with a punch, but Ben just lost his footing. There was no question in my mind of that being an authentic knockdown. But it's been scored as such.
It looked like a slip. Benn really has to throw everything he's got now.
Richard Steele didn't seem sure, but he went on with the count, and that means, under the rules, that Malinga will have to get this round 10-8 unless Benn comes back with something else. So even supposing the judges had it closer than we think, that could be absolutely critical. A minute to go. Is this the last minute of Nigel Benn's long, long reign as the WBC super middleweight champion? The crowd are trying to lift him, but it's oh so late now. And Malinga back to that jab that served him so well. He's used it like a spear, the Zulu.
Yes, he's had wonderful rhythm with that jab, and really Benn just hasn't been able to get out of the way of that punch. And when he's got the jab going, Malinga, he's just teed Benn up with the right hand as well.
Well, we wondered if Malinga had the legs at 36 to get through it. Answer, yes. He's prepared so well. Benn's trying to lift it, trying to go to the well. One last time. But time is just about up. This is going to go to the scorecards. Right hand from Malinga at the end. Benn needed a massive last couple of rounds, we think. There goes the bell to end it. Malinga smiles. He's lifted aloft. Benn's cornermen hug him. They're not even pretending that they've won it. The Malinga can't believe they've got the title. And you'd have to say, if he wasn't given it, it would be robbery.
Yes, he certainly, he thought he had a point the first time. I think you've got to believe he's won it, and he's won it very well indeed. It's been a wide points win, I would feel, for Malinga. Benn tried, but he just couldn't get past that jab. It was a wonderful punch from Malinga. It served him so well in this fight. He'd obviously planned it for so long.
Benn is being lifted around the ring, talking to the fans. But is this a farewell thank you? We await the decision of the judges. Nick Durant is shouting down at us, "I told you so." Well, he did in the flat that Malinga was staying in Bayswater, London, the other day. He said, "Mark my words, we will be leaving London with the WBC belt around Sugarboy's waist." The two fighters hug. Look at that in the ring. Look at that. Never any bad feeling at all between the fighters here. There are the scorecards being collated. The judges from Las Vegas, Mexico and Hawaii will score it. But I think fair-minded people must say that Benn's title has gone here in his 10th defense. Well, maybe he'll press for a rematch, but you've got to say well done to Sugarboy Malinga at the 4th time of asking. Just like Frank Bruno, it looks like he's done it. It looks like he's done it.
Yes, he said he'd worked so long, so hard for this fight. 600 rounds of sparring. He did it so well, he was very relaxed.
Here's this last round controversy. Now, is this a knockdown or a slip?
Yes, it looks as if he did get caught with a punch, but it looks as if the right leg just went away from him.
If there was any doubt, you'd have to score the last round 10-8. Because of that, under the WBC rules, we still await confirmation of how this has been scored by the 3 judges. It's a long wait. Word seems to be spreading around. There are some very gloomy faces among all the Benn camp. Kevin Sanders looking around at me, the trainer, as if to say, yeah, I don't think we've got that, have we? We are getting word that this may be a split decision. Well, there's no legislating the scoring of the judges on these occasions. We're getting word that it's a split decision. That is purely unofficial. The Malinga camper walking around the ring saying, "and the new." He's got that on his tracksuit. Well, we seem to have confirmation here that this is a split decision. And it's taking an eternity to get everything confirmed. Here we go. Jimmy Lennon Jr. is waiting to tell us. Here we go now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge ringside, Chuck Williams scores about 118-109 for Sugarboy Malinga. Judge ringside, Chuck Jumpa scores about 114-112 for Nigel Benn. Judge ringside, Omar Minton scores about 115-111 in favor of the winner, and new.
Malinga has got it. Benn has lost his title. Split decision. The Las Vegas judge, Chuck Jumpa, felt that Benn had won that. Don't ask me how. He did. Glenn?
Unbelievable. Really, really unbelievable. I don't know how the judge scored the fight to Benn. Malinga did everything right. Very good left jab. Won him the fight. They said early on that that's what he was going to do. And he did it, and he did it so well. This is very sad these times for Benn. He's lost his title. He loved that title. Very, very happy. Sugarboy Malinga. An excellent performance. Been training so hard for this fight. 600 rounds of sparring.
Outstanding effort here tonight to the Dog Destroyer, Nigel.
Extraordinary scenes here. This was not in the script. And for the first time,
For everything, for support me through my career, but hold on 1 minute. I think I never, excuse me, can I just say one word? Can I just have a quiet moment, please? I think I've done my bit for British boxing, and I don't think I fought the best. I fought everyone. I've never avoided anyone. But I come down here tonight, and Sugarboy Malinga, he prepared good. We got to take nothing away from him. He done good. I'm not going to make up any excuse. But now it's time to call it a day. Without this woman here beside me, I wouldn't be here today. When I was going through a breakdown over my wife and everything, this was the girl that picked me up through everything. And all I can say to you, Caroline, will you marry me? Thank you, everyone. Well done, Sugarboy. All the best. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, having a hand for the world-class Dog Destroyer, Nigel Benn.
I just want to say one thing. You get your own belt. Don't take mine back to South Africa. This is mine. You go and get a new one. Ladies and gentlemen. gave me the strength to beat the great champion like Nigel Benn. Nigel, great champion. I salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like